Happy Monday, my friends. This is Ernest Sears Jr. with SOS Consulting Peak Performance Coaching, and I'm coming to you in the Red Flag series, the Toxic Red Flag series. We've covered 1 through 6, and today we will cover number 7. And this number 7 is one that has to do with people that engage in activities that distract others from their life goals, that distract others from their destiny. And for number 6, we were talking about people that engage in activities that distract themselves. But that's completely different from engaging in activities that distract others. It's very different. Because normally in that particular situation, you have to be somewhat of a leader, someone that people follow in order for what you do to impact others, whether it's negative or positive. If you're impacting someone, if people are following you, you have a certain responsibility, a certain obligation to them, whether you like it or not. Whether you feel like, hey, I'm my own person, I should not have any responsibility for other people who mimic what I do. Hey, it's up to them. They're grown up, they take the risk. And I hear all of that, and there's a certain degree of truth to that. However, as a leader, as someone who is aware that they have followers, as someone who's aware that they have a tribe, as it were, as someone who's aware that they have people that are watching them for the example of what to do next, as someone who is blazing a trail, who is doing something that is drawing attention and worthy of mimicking, there is a certain obligation you have to your followers and to people that you've mentored and to people that you've coached and to people that are looking up to you, and if you don't realize that you have an obligation to them, well, now you do. I'm telling you, you really do. So one of the things that a lot of leaders do, one of the mistakes they make is, as humans, as fallible beings in this human condition, we all are going to make mistakes. We all are going to want to vent from time to time, complain from time to time. Hopefully it's at a minimum, and hopefully it's with the right people. For instance, if you're having a bad day and you're a leader, you should never vent with someone that you're coaching, vent with someone that you employ, vent with someone that you are leading. When you vent downwards, okay, what happens is that person absorbs your situation, they personalize it, and it can impact them negatively. Now you have engaged in a particular behavior that they are going to mimic. They are going to do what you do. And so now you've created a new pattern for them to follow that's only going to lead them astray. As a leader, if you have to vent, if you need to get something off your chest, you go to an equal, you go to one of your colleagues, somebody that's on your level, or you go to someone that's above you, someone that has coached you, someone has mentored you, who is going to be able to redirect you, who's going to be able to listen to what you have to say and provide you with encouragement, provide you with feedback, provide you with positive reinforcement, pat you on the back and say, hey, it's going to be okay. Hey, I've been there. Hey, I know what you're going through. But if you vent as a leader, and we all are leaders in certain areas of expertise, right? But if you vent to someone who is not at your level yet, someone who has been watching you from afar, or someone who is looking up to you for advice and for the right way to do things, when you vent down to them, they're normally not in a position to provide you with feedback. They're not in a position to give you advice as to what to do next. They're not in a position to support you and encourage you and say, hey, you know what? It's going to be okay. Are there exceptions to that rule? Of course there are. There are exceptions to every rule. But you need to make sure that you are venting with someone who, number one, has been where you are, who can empathize because they've been there, and have successfully overcome whatever issue that you're dealing with. You want to vent with someone who can redirect you to a better way, or who can listen to what you have to say and let you know it's going to be okay. And they know it's going to be okay because, you know, they went through it and they got through it and they were okay. Again, leaders, we cannot vent to our followers, managers, directors in corporations and business. We cannot vent to our employees. You want to have bad morale? You want a team with bad morale? You want a workplace with bad morale? As a leader, vent to your employees. Vent to your followers. And there will be bad morale. Because, you know, they're going to go ahead and take in what you're saying, and they're going to take it to heart, and they're going to now use that as their own excuse for venting. And you're never going to be able to get them to meet those goals, to overcome adversity, to overcome setbacks and meet those goals. They're just going to go ahead and vent, and they're just going to go ahead and make up excuses. Because when you're venting, what you're really doing is you're expressing excuses for some temporary setback, a temporary speed bump that you're experiencing. And while you're doing it, you may even know that this is temporary. That's why you have to do it with someone who is your mentor, someone that is on your same level, someone who can lift you up and say, hey man, it's going to be okay. And someone who is not going to be negatively impacted by your venting. Someone who is not going to be negatively impacted by the negative experience that you're having right now. Someone who is equally strong or stronger than you. So this is like really, really important. A really, really big deal that a lot of leaders and a lot of people overlook. You don't want to negatively impact those people that are not where you are, that have not experienced the things you've experienced, that really can't understand or fathom what you're really going through. It's going to confuse them. It's going to discourage them. It's going to demoralize them. Please do not engage in this particular activity because it's going to potentially derail, shipwreck, negatively impact those that are not at your level. Okay, this is really important. Take note of this. This is one of the ways that you can really short circuit the success of your followers, of your tribe. Even really close friends. You can have a very close friend in a certain way that is not where you are, that has not experienced all of the things you've experienced. And if you vent with them, you may possibly negatively impact them. So please remember, leaders, in your venting, in your frustration, when you're at your worst, and you need encouragement, and you need comfort, and you need support, please do not seek this out from people that are your followers, people that you are supposed to be leading, people that are looking to you for the example. Do not vent to them. I know it's a free country. I know that you're an adult and you get to do whatever you want, and so are they. However, I do not recommend it. It is not a practical thing to do. It's not in the best interest of your followers, of your tribe. It's not in the best interest of those people that are following you for you to vent with them, okay? You don't want to negatively impact their progress and their success. Insulate them from your frustration. Insulate them from your temporary setback and your temporary, lack of morale. Insulate them from that. Protect them from that. But go and get what you need from your mentor. Get what you need from your coach. We all need a coach and a mentor. No matter what level you're on, you need a coach. You need someone who knows you well enough to get the best out of you. and to get you back on track when you're off track. We all need that. None of us is at a level where we no longer need coaching, where we no longer need mentoring, we no longer need advisement. If you think you've arrived and that you no longer need coaching, wow, you're in trouble. You're very much in trouble. Because to reach your peak performance at every level, you need someone else, number one, who has already hit that mark and is moving on, and who can pull you up to that level. Because those are the only ones you should be following. You should be following someone, you should be being mentored and coached by someone who is already where you want to be. And so these followers and tribe members, that's my word, for followers, tribe. These people that are following you, why are they following you? These people that you are coaching and mentoring, why are they accepting coaching and mentoring from you? They're doing it because you are already where they want to be, or you have already accomplished something that they want to accomplish, right? That is why they're following you. That is why when you talk, they're jotting down notes, because you are already there. You've been there. So it makes no sense for you to unleash and unravel your frustration to those people who are following you, okay? Make sure that you don't do that. That is a big mistake, all right? So again, I want to impress upon you the importance of not negatively impacting the lives of those that are following you. Again, this is Ernest Sears Jr. with SOS Consulting Peak Performance Coaching. You can reach me by commenting below. If you have questions about this particular topic, I would love to talk to you more about that. You can reach me on Instagram at dream_coach, Twitter at SOS_consulting_, or you can email me, of course, at info@sos-consulting.org. And on this Motivation Monday, remember to take time to reflect, to recalibrate, reinvent. Thanks so much. Have a great day, y'all. Bye-bye.